Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, as reported at Legacy.com in the second week of October 2025. Visit Legacy.com to read full obituaries for most of the people featured in this video and leave your own condolences on their Legacy page. Musician John Lodge died October 10, 2025 at the age of 82. He was the longtime bassist and co-lead singer for the Moody Blues, known for hits like Nights in White Satin and Your Wildest Dreams. Lodge is being remembered for writing and singing lead on many of their songs, like Ride My Seesaw and I'm Just a Singer in a Rock and Roll Band. Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt died October 9, 2025 at the age of 106. She was the team chaplain for the Loyola University of Chicago men's basketball team, who became a beloved icon of March Madness when the team advanced to the Final Four in 2018, and she was there to pray with them and joyfully cheer them on. Sister Jean is being remembered for her kindness and encouragement toward the team and everyone else in her life. Actress Diane Keaton died October 11, 2025 in Los Angeles. She died of pneumonia at the age of 79. She won an Academy Award for her starring role in Annie Hall. She played a character loosely based on herself and became a fashion icon for the vintage menswear she sported in the film and in real life. Keaton is being remembered for her acclaimed and prolific career, which included roles in such films as The Godfather, Reds, Father of the Bride, Something's Gotta Give, and many others. Musician Thommy Price died October 10, 2025 at the age of 68. He played drums in Billy Idol's and Joan Jett's bands, including on the hits Rebel Yell and I Hate Myself for Loving You. Price is being remembered as an in-demand session drummer who also played on tracks for musicians like Roger Daltrey, Blue Oyster Cult, and the Psychedelic Furs. Baseball player Mike Greenwell died October 9, 2025 after fighting thyroid cancer at the age of 62. He was a left fielder for the Boston Red Sox in the 1980s and 90s, including in their 1986 World Series appearance. Greenwell is being remembered as a Red Sox Hall of Famer whose stellar 1988 season included hitting for the cycle. Baseball player and coach Sandy Alomar Sr. died October 13, 2025 at the age of 81. He was an all-star second baseman for the California Angels in 1970 and played for the New York Yankees, Chicago White Sox, and other teams during a 15-year career. Later, he coached such teams as the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. Alomar is being remembered as the father of two Major League greats, All-Star catcher Sandy Alomar Jr. and Hall of Fame second baseman Roberto Alomar. Businessman Doug Lebda died October 12, 2025 in North Carolina. He died in an ATV accident on his family's farm at the age of 55. He was the founder and longtime CEO of LendingTree, a pioneering online loan marketplace. Lebda is being remembered for his vision and his philanthropy, including giving each LendingTree employee money to donate to the charity of their choice. Musician and songwriter D'Angelo died October 14, 2025 of pancreatic cancer at the age of 51. He was one of the top R&B musicians of the 1990s and beyond, with hits like Brown Sugar, Lady, and the Grammy Award-winning Really Love and Untitled How Does It Feel? D'Angelo is being remembered as a genre-defining great who brought 70s soul together with modern sounds to help create the new musical style of neo-soul. Artist Drew Struzan died October 13, 2025 at the age of 78 after being diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. He created iconic movie posters for beloved film series like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, and Back to the Future, as well as E.T., The Thing, Hook, and many more. Struzan is being remembered for captivating generations of moviegoers with his detailed and evocative art. Activist Miss Major Griffin-Gracy died October 13, 2025 at her home in Little Rock, Arkansas. She died of complications from a urinary tract infection at the age of 78. She participated in the 1969 Stonewall riots, a pivotal moment for LGBTQ rights and visibility. Griffin-Gracy is being remembered as a mentor and mother figure to younger trans people who founded the nonprofit House of Gigi as a place of community refuge. Actress Penelope Milford died October 14, 2025 at a rehabilitation facility in Saugerties, New York at the age of 77. She was nominated for an Academy Award for her supporting role in the 1978 Vietnam War drama Coming Home. Milford is also being remembered for her performances in such movies as Take This Job and Shove It, Endless Love, and Heathers. Musician and songwriter Ace Frehley died October 16, 2025 in Morristown, New Jersey. He died after a recent fall at the age of 74. He was the lead guitarist and one of the singers for Kiss, the legendary hard rock band whose classic tracks include Rock and Roll All Night, Detroit Rock City, I Was Made for Lovin' You, and Beth. Frehley is being remembered as the band's spaceman, a hard-driving guitarist whose unmistakable licks helped shape the sound of rock music in the 70s and beyond. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thousands of the obituaries that families published on Legacy.com this year have honored the memories of loved ones who bravely fought breast cancer. For instance, this trailblazer, who moved her younger siblings from Alabama to pursue a better life in Minnesota, made buttery cornbread that left guests asking for thirds, and tackled breast cancer with lion-hearted courage. This New Mexico kitchen designer, who won awards for her work, had a flair for crafting all things lovely and cool, and wrapped presents so beautifully that they were always reluctantly opened. This Michigan mother, who loved to sing, was a passionate and practical caregiver to her loved ones in need, and asked her friends to remember her by dancing their hearts out to the music of Prince. And this Georgia special education teacher, who joyfully shared the Special Olympics with her students, was a passionate advocate for others facing breast cancer, and said, "Cancer is the loser. I am the winner because I never let cancer take over my life. I had cancer. It never had me." To read their life stories and to donate in support of the fight against breast cancer, visit Legacy.com today. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 1 year ago this week, actress, singer, and dancer Mitzi Gaynor died at the age of 91. She was beloved for her roles in musicals like There's No Business Like Show Business and South Pacific. 5 years ago this week, actress Conchata Ferrell died at the age of 77. She was known for her roles in TV shows like LA Law, Hearts Afire, and 2.5 Men. 15 years ago this week, actress Barbara Billingsley died at the age of 94. She was one of the all-time great TV moms as a star of the classic sitcom Leave It to Beaver. Actress Angela Lansbury was born 100 years ago this week. She died in October 2022, 3 years ago this week, at the age of 96. Her stardom lasted decades, from early movies like Gaslight, to her TV fame in Murder, She Wrote, to an iconic voice role in Beauty and the Beast and beyond. Comedian Lenny Bruce was born 100 years ago this week. He died in August 1966 at the age of 40. His stand-up comedy of the 1950s and 60s broke new ground with its edgy content, which influenced generations of comedians after him. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Wisconsin have been lowered in observance of Wisconsin Firefighters Memorial Day during Fire Prevention Week. Flags in Arizona have been lowered to honor the memory of Timber Mesa Fire and Medical District firefighter EMT Glenn Collins, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Washington have been lowered to honor the memory of Eastern State Hospital security guard Colleen Bass, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Louisiana have been lowered to honor the memory of Iberville Parish Sheriff's Office Deputy Charles William Riley, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Washington have also been lowered to honor the memory of 4 Washington-based soldiers whose lives were lost on September 17, 2025 while serving on active duty in the U.S. Army. Chief Warrant Officer 3 Andrew Cully, Chief Warrant Officer 3 Andrew Krause, Sergeant Donovan Scott, and Sergeant Jadalyn Good. Flags in Nevada have been lowered to honor the memory of District Court Judge Jim C. Shirley. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. Follow Legacy.com on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.